restaurant in Tampa called Mise en Place.
I am.
It's not actually a new restaurant. You've been here for 26 years.
26 years. Sometimes it seems unbelievable, but it is absolutely true.
But not in the same location.
No.
It was a different name before.
It was the same name, but a different location. We called it Mise en Place because that's what Chef wanted to call it.
Chef is your husband, ex-husband.
Ex-husband, that's right.
And so he got so inspired by one of his mentor when he was cooking up in Detroit at the time that he wanted to. His mentor was so intense on
the
cooking.
mise en place
was
just teaching him mise en place was so important, and so it meant something to Marty, my partner, and ex-husband, who really wanted to call the restaurant Mise en Place because it was so meaningful to him.
So you run the front of the house.
I do. I run the front of the house, the business part of it. It's all. I'm the dining room. He's the kitchen. There's a dividing line.
I didn't know you when I came in, and when I saw you walking, I said that woman's got energy.
Well, I guess I do.
After talking to
it takes energy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So we had dinner. Very nice, very pleasant, very upscale, but easy to understand. So you don't get confused by what's going on my plate. You can feel what's going on. And then you know you can do it. You cannot do it at home because there's a lot of thinking that goes into it. Like that amuse-bouche that we had that started.
Yes.
Tell me a little about that.
Yes. Well, it's something that again, Chef takes ethnic dishes that he goes out in the neighborhoods and he tries dishes at ethnic restaurants, and then he takes them. He tries to elevate them just that little bit more, and that's truly just a Spanish soup. That original amuse is really a Spanish soup, and he's elevated a little bit to make it fit the mise en place cuisine here in the restaurant. But that's what he loves to do. He loves to take what is really street food and then make it something that we can serve here in the restaurant. But appreciate so much that you note the fact that it's all approachable. No matter where you are with food, we want you to come and dine with us.
Same with the amachi, right?
Yes, absolutely. That the fish itself is so beautiful. I mean, I think that the preparation, again, it has several things going on, but it really lets the fish shine because the fish itself is so beautiful in that.
And then street food and then ethnic scallop. Yeah. That was really, that you really get in the scallop.
And the scallop itself, again, is beautiful, but that little bit of a rub on the outside and the sear, and it lets the scallop shine through, but it gives it all kinds of flavor. Tandoori, again, it just really lifts. It elevates the flavors of something, and I love that. And
then one other dish you came and you said, this we tried to remove the menu. People said, you could not remove that dish out of the menu. It's a classic.
It's true. It's a classic. It's that bit of advice that he's hung out long enough down here in Florida that he's gotten a little bit of the southern in him. And so it's that fried green tomato dish with the arugula and the lump crab meat.
The lump crab is eaten in there, so you just discover as you're eating it in your mouth. It's great.
It's good to hear. That's good to hear. And people are they're in love with it. He put it on the lunch menu. It was so popular. So it's a classic.
One dish I also very much enjoyed coming from California was the foie gras.
Yeah, well, that's good. When we are serving foie gras here in Florida, Chef's always been a big fan. And, that dish there's a lot going on in that foie gras dish, but again, the foie gras just sort of stands on its own and, has those other accompaniments that you can enjoy with it, or you could just eat the foie gras and, forget everything else, and it's pretty fabulous.
So a lot of going on too, but perfectly done the venison. That venison? Tell me what's going on in there? There's a lot of things, hidden and
the meat itself, again, I think is exactly is just so good. But the different components give you, you've got the game, and then you've got the freshness, of the salad and the crisp components that come with it. That I think just really make you keep wanting to go back to the venison. You eat the venison, you eat a little of the crisp. You want to go back to the venison, and overall you don't feel overwhelmed. Even though it's game, you don't feel overwhelmed by the dish.
Why is it already finished? I want more.
Yeah, good. Good. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear.
And the cheese was very good also.
Did you enjoy that?
Everything that came with the cheese. And then we had the assortment of dessert.
Yes.
Panna cotta.
Yes, we have the panna cotta, the pistachio panna cotta. We had
homemade ice
creams, the different ice creams that he makes, which the macadamia nut is one of my favorites in that realm. And of course, then you had some of the port with dessert, which may have been the standout for me, that 30-year tawny port.
Well, after all those wine we've had, you have quite an extensive wine list, and you have a full-fledged sommelier in-house, and then the s'mores, I like your s'mores version, chocolate.
Good. Yeah, that little bit of a toastiness on it. That was good. Good.
Well, great place. And what I like about your restaurant is it is very approachable, fine dining. So you just want to, you don't feel intimidated, and you can come back. And it's and I like all those different rooms that you have. You have an entrance, and then there's 2 levels. You have this big bar, and you got right now we're in your private dining room.
Yes,
and so it
right.
gets. Because you can come back because the food is easy to understand, and then you can also get a different experience of the different room you're sitting
You
at.
really can. You can sit in the lounge one night with, Nate and Audrey and still get the same meal, and you're in the lounge, and another night you might be at one of the big community table. You might be at an event in this room, or you dine this evening in one of the rooms. So yeah, we like the fact that we can give people a different and exploratory sort of experience.
So now I know why you've been here for 26 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.